Everything does affect your ancestors, but people need to also understand that everybody is not going to be an ancestor, and that's scary. Now let's talk about that. That's what people don't want to talk about. Everybody's not going to be an ancestor.
Because after you leave this planet, you can go somewhere else.
No, not because of that. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna be very simple. And you gonna be like, damn.
Okay, let's hear it.
You got your friend, right? He's a male.
Yeah.
But he thinks he's a female.
Okay.
He's not gonna be an ancestor, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Think about it. He's a male, he thinks he's a female. He doesn't have any intercourse with females.
Oh, so he ain't gonna breed off.
Exactly. So how is he gonna be an ancestor?
Yes, sir. We are now back.
What's
got
up?
ourselves brother Brickz. How
Peace
you been, man?
Peace to God. I'm good, man. I'm honored to
Yes.
be on your platform,
Man,
my brother.
it's a
It's been a
pleasure to
long
meet you.
time, you know what I'm saying? So it's an honor to be here.
Yeah, so what's some of the things you get into?
So basically, I'm a naturopathic doctor. So what that means is I study the holistic approach to healing people. You know what I'm saying? From every aspect, from physical, mentally, emotionally, things of that nature. I just try to heal people based off the 12 body systems.
12 body systems.
So you know we got 12 different body systems, and in order to heal the 12 body systems, you have to know what specific things on these body parts are injured or has some type of obstruction. Mostly all diseases, the cause of them are anaerobic respiration. You know what I'm saying? And the key to immunity and health is aerobic respiration. So anaerobic respiration is basically when it's an obstruction of air or flow or blood or anything. It's just an obstruction in that specific organ or body part and things of that nature.
We was also talking about earlier about the zodiac signs. You know I'm an astrologer myself, but you were saying that another word for zodiac signs is called
polarity.
Polarities. Okay,
Yeah,
so give us a brief breakdown on that.
Okay, so prior to the Greeks and things of that nature colonizing and creating astrology, our ancient ancestors, my specific ancestors, are the She. The She are the ancestors that they misnamed the Olmecs from Mexico and America. So we have ancient, so you know a lot of people, they're familiar with Egypt and all of the, you know, fine things in Egypt, but we also had ancient civilizations in America. And one of the ancient civilizations we had in America was the She. And what they practiced was cosmology.
Cosmology.
And a part of the cosmology was they based it on the 12 polarities. And then the 12 polarities later was misnamed the zodiacs.
The zodiac. So it was like an oppression thing that was taking place.
I wouldn't say it was an oppression thing, but it's more like a, you know, we basically invent everything.
We invent everything.
And what did they invent? The patent. So we invent the things, they invent the patent, and the patent takes credit for inventing the things that we actually invented.
So this is backwards. the way things
You feel what I'm
backwards.
saying? Yeah, exactly. So, you know, so basically, that's our systems. We studied the stars. How you think we was able to make the pyramids? The pyramids are based off the sun, the stars, and things of that nature. We knew those advanced sciences to the T, and we knew how to basically construct these different things to create things based off the stars and astrology and cosmology and things of that nature.
So you were saying just by you having someone's birthday, you can like, not only can you see their astrology chart, you can see what kind of sicknesses they can get.
All of that, all
more
of
in depth on that?
Yeah, so basically, we have 12 body systems, we have 12 polarities. So the 12 polarities go hand in hand with these 12 body systems as well. So based on your birthday, based on the time you was born and things of that nature, we can look at your birth chart and find out where the sickness is. You know what I'm saying? So if you was to give me your birthday, I will put your birthday on a chart. We'll see your moon sign, we'll see your sun sign, things of that nature. And then based off that analysis, once we go over it, we can align that with the stars, with Pluto, Jupiter, things of that nature, and as well as the polarities, which are misnamed the zodiac signs. So if you was born in if you was born in the 12th polarity, that's Pisces. So based off that, you'll have certain sicknesses that manifest in that 12th polarity.
And as a Pisces.
Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? But also, like you're a Pisces, but you also have multiple different other signs as well.
Like the
Exactly.
Moon sign and the Mars sign. Yeah.
Exactly. So all of those things are going to be functioning in conjunction with each other to manifest a specific sickness.
Man. So what are some of the other things that you preach and teach as well?
I preach and teach a lot of things, bro.
Holistic
Health.
Holistic health.
Yeah. Holistic health. We got law. That's one of my specialties as well, is law. Because if you don't free yourself from the system, then you're not going to be able to keep your resources the way you want to keep your resources. Let me explain. We all make money, right?
Yeah.
As a business or at a job, you making money. If you was to go clock in at your job right now, right? You work your hours, you get a paycheck. Do you get all the money that you work for?
Nah, you only get like, how you 70%, right?
Why don't you get all the money that you work for? Who's taking some of the money that you work for at the job? Taxes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taxes.
Yeah.
That means that you have an outside entity extracting your resources that you work for. That's very important. So what we need to understand is, why are they able to do that? When you go down that rabbit hole, you understand, they're able to do that because of the law. There's laws in place that allow them to take our resources, right? Okay, so now you know how it's a big push for reparations. We all want reparations as a community, correct? If you pay attention to the politics and things of that nature, what do you mainly see? You see them ignoring that, right? They're ignoring the whole you want reparations thing.
And what is reparations for beginners?
Okay, so reparations is basically you being able to be repaired for the damage that's been done to you from genocide, so slavery, whatever the tragedy is, that entity that caused that harm and that tragedy has to repay you and repair the damages that was done.
They ain't gonna care about that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes, you can say that, but also, if you look on the news, you see that they repairing the Ukraine every single day. They sending them billions of dollars. The Jews in the Holocaust, they sending them money, right? The Jews in the Holocaust got paid their reparations for the Holocaust. So we could say that they don't really care about the Holocaust and things of that nature, but no, they're basically blatantly showing that they do care, just not about a group, a certain group of people. So they care, but they just don't care about a certain group of people.
Right.
And these certain group of people happen to be the Black Americans who built this country.
The melanated beings.
You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, they need reparations for that, but we're not going to never be able to obtain reparations if we don't understand the law. And so that's why I preach the law. I teach people about the law. I teach people about jurisdiction. I teach people about the amendments. You got to know the amendments.
Right. So you mind me asking you personally, you're exempt from the law. I mean, you're exempt from taxes.
I'm not exempt from the law. I want that to be clear.
My bad. You're exempt from taxes.
I'm tax exempt myself.
Wow. So you don't pay no taxes?
I don't pay no taxes. If I go to Walmart, if I shop on Amazon, no taxes. If we go out to eat, no taxes. Property, no taxes.
Dang, so
business,
I know you're saving a lot of money.
Business, no taxes. So imagine
stocks.
I don't do stocks.
Stocks?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
if we did, no taxes. YouTube,
stocks,
no taxes.
Really?
Yes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I say that to say this though. Now imagine if I could save you taxes. Now imagine if I can save, okay, it's quote unquote 40, it's about 40 million Black people in America, give or take.
Give or take, okay.
If we could save 1%, just 1%, about $10,000 a year in taxes, that's about an extra $4 billion in our community. Why are we complaining about the schools again? Why are we complaining about the banks again? Why are we complaining about these things that we can fund ourselves if we wasn't having our resources extracted away from us due to paying taxes to a foreign entity that's giving our taxes away to everybody else? So as a community, we have to understand that if you want to be free, then you have to understand the law that basically controls your everyday life. If a cop getting back of you, you're going to pull over. You're going to obey that stop sign. You're going to obey the traffic light. You obey all of these laws that they put forth to you in reality. And some people may be like, and this is another thing too. Some people may be like, well, none of that matters in the physical realm. Some people may say, none of that matters in the physical realm. But what I say to them is that, yes, in the physical realm, you still got to send your kids to school.
Still got to pay bills.
You still got to pay bills. You have to pay for all of these things. So in the conscious,
we're still in reality.
Absolutely. So in the conscious community, what we have to understand is, yes, we know about the physical realm. We know about the spiritual realm. And what we have to understand is we can't run to the spiritual realm due to our hardships in the physical realm. We have to deal with those problems in the physical realm. We can't just run to the spiritual realm all the time.
So you feel like that's the issue with the conscious community? People escape. Because I do feel like that's the issue as our people. Let's meditate. Let's escape the matrix.
Escapism.
Escapism.
We're dealing with a heavy fluctuation of escapism. And it gets crazy because people leave religion, but keep the same mindset into spirituality.
Right.
They leave religion and keep the same mindset into spirituality.
Yeah, because we just left the age of Pisces. Now, if you know anything about Pisces, the dysfunctional side of Pisces, the negative side is that they are escape artists. They love escaping, not being of this world, because it's a very, sensitive, receptive sign. So they're so in tune with other bodily feelings and drugs and things that are not of physical reality.
Absolutely.
So we're getting into the age of Aquarius, where it's more logic and information. And you are a prime example of that age of Aquarius, which is like, what's the truth? Physical. We don't run from that spiritual reality. We go into that physical reality. We don't run from our problems. So basically what you're saying is, don't run from your problems.
Absolutely. And like my brother, you just broke it down the best way that you could break it down. And I could just simplify it. Pisces was the age of belief. We're out of that age now. There's no more belief. Now it has to be based on truth. So there's no more belief. There's no more belief. Belief is for children. Children believe in Santa. So why, as grown people, why are we believing in things? No, we just have to actualize them instead of believing in them.
So let me ask you this tricky question. So people in the spiritual community, they always say, this is my belief system. They be like, this is my belief system. I believe in Zeus. I believe in this. I believe in, the Yorubas. What do you feel about that? Should they be naming a belief system, or should they be saying, this is my truth?
Some people, what you gotta understand is this. Some people do believe in those things, right? And some people did enough research on those things to know the meaning of those things, and they can actualize those things in their lives. But everybody hasn't mastered that yet. So I'm not with the whole belief, this is my belief system, because belief means you don't know 100%.
You don't know 100%.
Let's be real. That's what belief means. Belief means I'm believing in it, but I don't know 100%.
Well, it's crazy too, because when you all have these debates with people, you have to say belief sometimes, or else it will start arguments. Because you could be like, this is the truth, this is what it is, this is the real God, these are the real, this and that. They might be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? They always ask you, what do you believe in? But I do get what you're saying though, because belief, the fact that you say believe, it is making it seem like you don't really 100% know. You haven't seen it with your own two eyes.
Absolutely.
And we're in the cup of, we're also in the Pluto in Sagittarius generation. You know how the planets have generations?
So
astrology, we're in Pluto and Sagittarius generation, so we're in a generation where people have very, very, very serious belief systems, like to the max. This is why you go on Instagram and you see people in the comments, Jesus Christ, repent. Jesus, Muhammad, Israel, these people are dead ass serious. And Pluto is the most obsessive, it was obsession. So since Pluto is in Sagittarius, people are obsessive about their belief system in this stage, in the age of time. That's why no matter what you say, you're always gonna have some people repent.
And belief is the problem with our society.
With our society, right.
Because if we all believe in something, who's worried about the truth? We're too distracted by belief
Right.
to ever even understand and worry about the truth. And that's the problem.
It's about the rabbit hole.
Absolutely. So I'm
Going
gonna give you an
down.
example of a main thing of belief that's a problem in our society, right?
Yeah.
And you know this in the conscious community. In the conscious community, you have groups of people,
Yeah.
right?
There's a little division in the conscious community.
You got the Moors,
the Moors.
you got the Hebrews,
Yes.
you got all of these groups of people with their own beliefs.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But why does that become a problem? Because you can believe what you want, but what is the actionable, tangible solution to your problem as a people? People been Hebrews for years. People been Moors for years. People been all of the groups, Christians for years,
Yeah.
Pan-Africans for years. Egyptian, I forgot what they call them, but the people who believe in the Egyptian stuff.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Nubian, whatever you
Nubian,
believe
yeah.
in, right? That's cool. But what is the actionable item for your people to be free?
Right.
And that's what we need to deal with in order to be free. We could keep believing all we want, but when is we going to actually take them steps to be free, literally?
Yeah, it seems like there's like a spell upon our people when it comes to that, because people do have their own belief systems, but they let that divide.
Absolutely.
And, divide and conquer is one of the main things to break up our people, break up the world. Divide
Absolutely.
and conquer. Oh, you did this. You believe in that. You're weird. How do you believe in that? So, fixing that, and what do you feel like is the solution? Like,
Okay.
what is the solution?
So basically, in 2024, I'm gonna say 2024, we in the future with it.
Yeah.
We have the solution for black people in every aspect of the word. And the solution for our people is to understand that they are aboriginal. Now that's a buzzword. Some people ain't with that word, but I need people to understand what that word means. That word means that you are the first human beings on this planet.
Right, the organic human beings.
Period.
Yeah.
Every other human being on this planet, they came after you.
Yeah.
But yet you have those new human beings running the planet, and you have to take your planet back as being the original people of this planet.
Right.
Mother Nature is mad at you right now
Yeah.
because you're not protecting her, and you are the original person of Mother Nature. So the reason why I say that's the solution, because that changed the context from everything else. For example, I know you see how with the whole Egyptians, right?
Yeah.
They trying to say that the Egyptians wasn't black,
Yeah.
right? They try to say that the Native Americans wasn't black, the Indians wasn't black. They're trying to say all of these people wasn't black. They was other groups of people. But if you use your common sense and you understand that the first original people of the planet were black in every area, that's your solution. These people are claiming the benefits that you're supposed to have because you don't even know that those are your benefits, because you was taught that everything originated in one area of the planet. So they just tricked you into thinking that the whole planet that is yours is all revolves around one area, which is Africa. And that's the mind warp that our people are in right now.
So the whole world is Africa. That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the whole world is ours.
Right.
Africa is just one area of the world.
Right.
The whole entire world is ours.
Right.
Every place
Yeah.
was inhabited by us first.
It seems like that. You know what it really seems like? It seems like a spell.
It's a spell.
Yeah. Like
But
a collective spell.
absolutely. But let me give you an example, right? If I was to convince you, if I was your enemy, and I can convince you, I'm in your house. We say this your house right now, right? And I'm your enemy, and I can convince you that this is not your house, this is my house, right? And you believe it. Now I get all the benefits of it being my house, and I brainwashed you into thinking it wasn't your house. Now you feel homeless in your own home.
And now I'm gonna also be in fear because I'm gonna be like, I gotta ask this person
Exactly.
everything I do. So that's what happened.
not knowing that this is your home. That's what's happening. Why don't we know it's our home? Let's start to peel the layers back. When you're 5 years old, when I'm 5 years old, maybe even young as 3, but we're gonna say 5 for the general masses. What happens when you're 5 years old? Your parents send you to strangers for 6 to 8 hours a day. This is around the time when your brain is fully developing. Pay attention. So in the time when your brain is fully developing, your parent is sending you to strangers, and these strangers are teaching you the thoughts that they want you to know. So by the time you become 18, 19, 20 years old, you are grown, but you're a fully grown, brainwashed adult because you've been sent to strangers your whole life. From 5 years old to 18 and maybe 20, 24, 25, 30 if you go to college. It's called the school system. See what I'm saying? So, if you want to know why we don't understand certain things and why we in a time warp and why we don't understand who we truly is, because we got to look at who's teaching us. Who are our teachers? And they're funding your education to create. Are they funding your education to create entrepreneurs, or are they funding your education to create workers?
Yeah. And now we was talking about that before too. We was talking about like the business lifestyle, how me and you, we entrepreneurs, how we got out of that working lifestyle. Because you know, working, like when I was working a job, I was like, it didn't seem right. Like just being told what to do by, you know, different people all the time. I felt like I just didn't belong there, especially just as someone who just is so creative. Because us as melanated people, we are very creative beings. We get creative thoughts. You know, when you meditate, you don't understand. You're getting literally information from the cosmos. You're tapping into that feminine side, the left side. You're literally receiving things.
Absolutely.
So me, I'm working a job. I work like 3 jobs, and I'm like, dang, I'm getting thoughts of this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I do this. And on top of that, the universe is also giving me signs to start my own business. So us as black people, melanated people, one of the keys that we have to do is we have to start taking risks. Because I could have still be at this job and I wouldn't be making this video. I had to be like, no, let me take a risk. And when you take a risk, that one chance can be your life. That could be your life changer. That could be everything you ever needed.
Absolutely.
What was your story like when you started your own business? How did it start?
So basically, I was a worker too. You know what I'm saying? Working jobs and things of that nature. So in 2020, I quit my job. This was the first time I quit my job, right? 2020, I quit my job. I created a drink business or whatever the case may be. This was during the pandemic. So my business was of high demand because nobody could go outside. Everything was quarantined, things of that nature. So I made a lot of money because I was delivering my drinks during quarantine. So while everybody was in the house, I was like a delivery service.
So you was eating.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was making some money or whatever the case may be, right? So I did that. But see, I was just doing that to make money. I wasn't in my purpose.
In your purpose,
right? So I was doing that to make money. And then what happened was, you know, certain things didn't work out or whatever the case may be with that business. And I ended up moving to Atlanta. So I made a couple dollars from the business, ended up moving to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta, I don't have the same clientele. This is a local clientele. So if you move to another area, I don't have an internet clientele to where I can make money wherever I move at. No, I have a local clientele. You see what I'm saying? So my local clientele, I didn't have no clientele, so now I had to start from scratch down here with the drink business or whatever. So, you know, I did the drink business here and there. The money wasn't flowing the way it usually was flowing when I first started in 2020. So after that, I had to go get a job again, or whatever case may be. So I was at a job, I was working a job, things of that nature. And like you said, you got all these thoughts in your head, all your ideas. Bro, I'm telling you, when you at a job, bro, your creativity go crazy, bro. You just sitting there thinking to yourself or whatever the case may be. So then one day, I just said, you know what? I ain't even had that much money to my name, bro. I had like probably $300 to my name, bro. And I just walked out on the leap of faith. Bro, I just walked out on the leap of faith, bro. And I said, you know what? Bye. I'm going to step into my purpose, right?
That's the same thing I did.
I was already studying, because I said my tribe, we was talking before about my tribe. We're going to get into that a little later too.
Yeah.
But my tribe, they have a health department. So I'm a part of the health department in my tribe, or whatever the case may be. And they taught us how to be naturopathic doctors and things of that nature. So I stepped into, I've been had the certification. I chose to step into my certification and start serving the people. And when I start serving the people, I blew up overnight. So I went from 5,000 followers to 50,000 followers in like a month.
Because you was on your purpose. And that's how it is
once I got
too.
on my purpose, exactly.
Yeah. Now, do you believe your passion is your purpose? You believe what you're passionate about is your purpose, or no?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Cause you could be passionate about basketball.
Yeah,
but it ain't
and
really
that might
like
not be your purpose.
Purpose, right?
I don't necessarily feel that. I feel like basketball is a cool thing. I don't think that's a person's purpose, though.
Yeah,
I think a
you just
purpose.
putting a ball in a hoop.
Yeah. I think a purpose, but it can be like it could be a good passion that can make you a lot of money. But then when you retire and what you do
after that,
that's your purpose.
Yeah.
So you see, like Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders played football.
Yeah.
Now he's a coach, but not only is he a coach, he's shifting the culture. That's his purpose. It's deeper than just, now you could be playing basketball, you could be a coach, but the impact and the imprint that you're leaving on the world, that's your purpose.
That reminds me of Kyrie Irving, how he left the NBA, or he got canceled from the NBA, and he started to actually just let his throat chakra beam. He said, I'm just gonna be my authentic self, because that's what spirituality is about. It's just about being yourself, about being your authentic self and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you guys are interested in finding your purpose in numerology, that purpose number is your destiny number. Your destiny number is similar to your life path number, but your life path number, it explains to you your theme, while the destiny number, it tells you like the destination where you're supposed to go. So if you guys are interested in that, I just dropped a new ebook. It is now on gobeyond5d.com. You guys, feel free to get it ASAP. You know about human design?
Human design, not too much. Give me a little background on that.
Human design is basically where you study your body type, and it tells you they got projectors, generators, manifesting generators, reflectors. And what these 4 types are, they tell you what type of purpose you have here on the planet, but it kind of gives you more surface level, but a lot of people use it. A lot of people who work jobs in corporate, they use this to study the people who are working for them. So if you're a projector, you're here to be a teacher. If you're a manifesting generator, you're here to manifest things of that nature. But it's similar how you was telling me about Cardology. Cardology is something that I just learned about from Aquarius Maximum. She's on Black Magic 363, and we all have a card. We all, just like you play cards, you can maybe be a 9 of diamonds or a 1 of hearts. And can you go in a little bit into Cardology? Because I know you're deep into it.
And what's crazy is this is how colonization works. They'll steal your practice, which is Cardology. Cardology is something advanced that we call it Cartomancy, right?
That's what I see.
Yeah, we call it Cartomancy.
That sounds
Absolutely,
so fancy,
right? So boom. It's something that our ancestors practiced. It's a divination system. So you can predict death with it.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can predict life. You can avoid death with it. It's a divination system.
Yeah.
That's what it actually is. But what's crazy is we know nothing. Most of our people don't know about this at all, right?
This is the occult.
But guess what?
Yeah.
All our people play spades. Do you see how they give you your practice, bro? And
tell the people how we all have a birth card.
So basically, we're all born with a birth card, right? Depending on the day that you're born. So you can also see your key attributes of your birth card based on a celebrity that's either born on your birthday or share the same card as you as well.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So for example, DMX share my card as well. We King of Hearts, which means we wear our emotions on our sleeve. You know what I'm saying? We can get riled. We can evoke emotional responses out of people and things of that nature, right? So based on what your card is, this is going to give you your key attributes in life, right? And based on those key attributes, you can do a reading on yourself and you can find out your functional side and your dysfunctional side. Now, when you're dealing with your functional side, these are all the things that you can do in life to become successful, right? So for me, If I deal with anything dealing with families and relationships, I'm going to be successful at that because I'm a king of heart.
Yeah. What about king of clubs?
A king of clubs? So a king of club is basically like a master of everything. Like if you're a king of club, you can master whatever you do as far as like reading and things of that nature. You're going to be a quick learner. You're going to learn things quick, things of that nature. But the dysfunctional side of a king of club is you're lazy. You're not stepping into your gifts and things of that nature. So you're going to manifest a lot of dysfunction. That's why we have people, everybody has a birth card.
Yeah, everyone has them.
But some people are living functionally, some people are living dysfunctionally, and that's based off if you operating in your function or your dysfunction. You see what I'm saying? So that's very, very key when we're dealing with our cards and things of that nature. Yep.
Wow. Going into the holistic health niche and things of that nature. So what's some of the first steps to speeding up your immune system that you recommend? What's some foods that you give out?
The best food, I recommend everyone listen to this and listen to this clearly, because it's going to surprise you.
I feel like I can guess it.
You want to guess it? Or?
Is it a fruit, a vegetable?
Nope.
Is it a candy?
Nope. Yeah, you ain't going to guess it.
Okay.
Prayer and meditation.
Oh, okay.
That's the first step into healing your immune system. All disease starts in the mind first. In order for you to get herpes, you have to consciously lay down with someone who has herpes.
Yeah. But how would you not know if they didn't tell you?
It doesn't matter. This is your body, right? So you're the protector of your own body. So if you're laying with somebody without having information about the harm that they can cause you by laying down with them, then it all is going to fall back on you. Because you have to protect your body at all costs. You are responsible for your body. If you allow somebody, that's like for example, that's like you allowing somebody to poison you because you're not aware of your surroundings, right?
So you're supposed to always ask questions.
We're supposed to have a vetting system. We're not supposed to just date people because we think they're cute.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have a vetting system. We don't have that at all.
We don't.
And that's the problem. And not also that. All of that matters. All of that deals with health as well. Because if you're laying down with somebody who got HIV, you're going to get HIV.
Yeah, even here in Atlanta, there's a lot of brothers and sisters who do have, herpes, HIV.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, it's starting to become an issue.
My number one client, bro, most of my clients, most of the people that I deal with from a health standpoint have like my number one products is herpes. Like a lot of people have herpes. It's a herpes epidemic out here. You understand what I'm saying? So definitely you have to be mindful of what you're doing with your body. But not only can you get herpes from having sex with people, you can get herpes from meat.
From what?
Meat.
From meat? Oh, man. Well, I'm not guilty of that because I don't eat meat.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, and I'm not, and another thing too, I want people to understand, because some herbalists are, you got to be vegan, you got to be plant-based, you got to be alkaline, I'm not like that or whatever. Like I let my clients eat.
Yeah.
I don't just force them to be plant-based and things of that nature, right? Well, because I'm about food science. I'm not about food trends.
Right.
A lot of times people are following food trends, right? So for example, I study Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to read a Dr. Sebi book and just swear by him. That's unintelligent. We have to correct our ancestors' mistakes. Our ancestors some of our ancestors made mistakes.
They weren't perfect.
Exactly. So what do we need to do as the new generation? Whatever Dr. Sebi talked about, we need to test it. We need methodologies to test what he said. What works, we keep. What didn't work, we improve it.
Right. So you filtering out the Dr. Sebi list as approved list, because some people argue with some of the things he had. Like, some people said he said turmeric isn't good. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
What's your things on turmeric?
Turmeric is excellent, bro.
Excellent, right?
Yeah, it's antioxidant. It, you know what I'm saying? It detox you, get rid of heavy metals. Turmeric is A-okay, bro. So we gotta understand that we can't treat health as a religion.
Right.
Health is not a religion.
Can you elaborate on the herpes isn't meat?
Yeah, so they inject, you could look it up, they inject cows with herpes.
What? Dang.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. They inject cows with herpes. So a lot of times they're walking around with herpes, and you can be eating that meat, and when you eat that meat, that dead gene code can be activated, and you can get it, or whatever the case may be.
Wow. So is getting rid of herpes, for the people who do have it watching, is it an easy thing?
Yeah.
It's easy?
Yeah. Getting rid of herpes is easy, but it's the hardest thing to get rid of, though. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, it's the hardest thing to get rid of.
It's one of the hardest things to get rid of.
Wow.
Because it hides in your nervous system. Herpes hides in your nervous system. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that virus can hide, and you won't even know you have it for years. And 10 years, 20, it can hide to where it never shows itself, and then sometimes you could do something to trigger it and it could show itself. So in order for you to heal herpes, you have to have a lipid-based formula that can bypass the cell membranes and bypass the nervous system to get rid of it. So you have to understand, food science when you want to deal with healing people. A lot of times people are not healing people based off food science. People are healing people based off trends and herbs. It's deeper than that, bro. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, in my medical association, I'm gonna show you this too, off camera or whatever, when we get a chance or whatever. But we have bioscan machines. So what we do is, if you come to one of our events, we will put something on your finger for 1 minute, and it can scan your whole body and tell you everything that's wrong with you.
Wow. This is advanced technology.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's old technology though. Like, people been using it. Like, this machinery kind of old, but a lot of our people don't know about it though.
Going into the meditation, you said the best food for healing your body is meditation and prayer. How has meditation and prayer impacted you?
Basically with manifesting all of the things that I want in life.
Okay.
So what I do is, and I recommend, if you're gonna meditate, this is a good thing to meditate. I'm not just meditating to emptiness. I'm meditating to physical orbs that I can see with my eyes. Okay? Let me break it down.
Okay.
When you wake up and you walk outside, there's something in the sun that shines that you can feel.
Yeah.
It's the sun.
Yeah.
That sun is emitting radio waves to the earth.
Yeah.
It has an impact on the earth.
Radiation.
Right?
DNA codes. Yeah.
Absolutely. So that energy that it emits to the earth, you can use that same energy field to manifest your goals and things of that nature.
But this is why people who don't really obtain and receive that sun, they start to become kind of lost and don't really know their purpose and sad.
Absolutely.
I made a video about that too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they be vitamin D deficient as well.
Right.
Yep. And vitamin D is a hormone. It's not a vitamin. See what I'm saying? It creates cholecalciferol in the liver and creates vitamin D, which is really a hormone, or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
But yeah, the sun is very magnetic.
Magnetic, yeah.
So I meditate during sunrise. Boom. No, sunrise at first. So that could be
7 to 9.
6, 7, like around in the morning time. When it first rises, it's sending. So when it rises, you want to manifest all the things you want in your life when it rises. During 12 o'clock is when it's balanced. You want to meditate on all the things you need balance on in your life. And then when the sun goes down, you want to meditate on everything that you want out of your life. And if you follow that system with the sun, you're going to be a master of manifestation, bro.
So this is how you become a millionaire, successful.
Absolutely. Yep. And this is how I literally manifest, bro. Like, literally, February, I had 5,000 followers, bro.
Yeah.
Literally. And my page blew up instantly. And I just quit my job. Remember I told you? $300 to my name, all of that. Boom, overnight, bro. success, all due to me being magnetic and manifesting it. And that's how I did it. I manifested by doing my meditation 3 times a day, and I do it to this day. Manifested. I made the most money I ever made in my life. Thank God.
That sun is like, I always tell people the sun gaze. What's your opinions on sun gazing during the day? Some people say sun gazing during the day is harmful.
My opinion on sun gazing is it's not harmful. Don't look at it directly and like don't look you got to know what you're doing though. Right. You feel what I'm saying? But it can actually strengthen your eyes
during the day.
Yeah. It can actually strengthen your eyes, but don't look at it directly. Don't look at the sun directly.
Don't look at the center of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. So I don't recommend you doing that at all, because you know that can harm your eyes and things of that nature. But yeah, I recommend you could I don't have no problem with sun gazing at all.
What about on days? Because you know you're gonna have some people be like, man, you know the sun's always covered, man. Like how are you gonna meditate? Well, what about the people in the states where the sun's covered? What do you do then?
The sun rises every day. It goes up and down, and it has to do that, or we all will die.
What about when the clouds? You know, I'm talking about like the clouds.
When the clouds
are covering, like chemtrails. You know, I say chemtrails.
Yeah, they can never really cover it for real, but I get what you're saying. Like a gloomy day, cloudy day, things of that nature, whatever the case may be. That doesn't matter. What matters is you know that the sun is rising. It's bigger than where you at. The sun is shining somewhere in the world. It may not be shining where you at, but you understanding that, okay, the sun is going to be over here where I'm at around this time, let me talk to it.
Yeah.
Let me manifest it. That's the power of it. So it doesn't matter if they got chemtrails, they can't stop this. They can't stop this carbon, they can't stop this melanin, bro. You know what I'm saying? We divine, bro.
Now, do you feel like, you know how there's different tribes of our people, the conscious community, of the black community, different cultures and tribes, do you feel like everyone receives the same benefits from practicing the same things? Like, if 100 melanated people did the same thing, that sun technique, would they all like that, or would some people not like that?
Yeah, and because we are actually under a ritual, we are already doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call this the Jesus ritual.
Yeah.
Let me break it down. Most of our people believe in Jesus, right? So Jesus is the reason why all of our leaders are dying. This shit is deep. It's called group resonance. So if we all meditate at once, we can make something happen, right? It's called group resonance. So we are all meditating for a savior to save black people. This is why you have the Martin Luther Kings that uprise. You have the Malcolm X's, you have the Tupacs. These are all Jesus, Messiah, ritual people who our people manifest to come to save us, right? But what is the fate of Jesus?
To die.
Exactly. So what is the fate of every Messiah that comes into our community?
To die.
So yes, if we always meditating with the sun, we can make some things happen.
So this works for everyone. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
It works for anybody that can go outside and feel the sun.
And feel the sun. You can take the sun. Because there's some of our people, they themselves can't really handle the sun. And some people say it's issues of them eating too much meat and things like that, but the sun will burn them, or it'll feel like it's taking something out of their skin, or there's some people who really despise the sunlight.
Yeah, that's because of admixture.
Admixture, like acid?
No.
Elaborate for
me. Admixture basically means that our ancestors dealt with other races. So when you admix with other races of people, it weakens your genetic makeup.
And you can't take the sun.
So some people who are mixed can't take the sun. Or you don't have to be mixed. You could be fully black and everything is cool with you, right? And you still probably can't take the sun due to your poor diet. Right? You're putting something in your body that that's probably not healthy for you. Health is not a one size fit all. That's what people need to understand. If you want to know anything about health, health is not a one size fit all. Okay? What's healthy in the white body may be toxic in the black body because it's something that makes their skin white and make our skin bronze, brown, and black.
Copper.
Right? And that's and that's carbon,
Yeah.
right? Which is melanin. Okay? So that needs to be understood when we're eating things or when we're Googling things. Because you could Google and be like, and you could see Google say soy is good for you. But then if you eat soy, it creates an enzyme called aromatase inside of your body.
Right, yes. And I had, I had a lot of Caucasians personally debates with them, and they'll be like, they'll somehow try to convince me, though. Like, they're like, yo, soy is a good thing for you. They'll try.
They're
like,
not lying.
Yeah.
So you see what's
They're
happening?
Not lying, yeah.
It's good for them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
and I'm here like, no, it's bad because it decreases your hormonal balance, your testosterone,
Absolutely.
the way you energize your body.
Absolutely.
And they're like, nah, they almost want to fight me the way I'm telling them.
Because what's happening in their body is not the same that's happening with our body. And we know this is evident because I could just do the same thing we just said about the sun. If you sit in the sun, it's going to do something to you. And if they sit in the sun, it's going to do something different to them. What does that mean? That means that we have two genetic different makeups. And based off that, we need different diets.
So the DNA molecules even go down to even looking different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Their DNA is made up of sulfur and nitrogen. Our DNA is made up of mainly carbon. So the health battle is not alkaline versus acid. The health battle is carbon versus nitrogen.
Damn.
This is when it gets tricky because when you growing food, what type of fertilizer is most people putting inside the soil? Nitrogen-based fertilizer. We need to be more educated on our bodies. We need to be more educated on what's happening, and we're being colonized by people who are nitrogen-based people, so it is healthy for them to consume nitrogen, but it's kryptonite for us to consume nitrogen.
Going back into the melanated person, so if a melanated person was asleep with another race, that would affect his receiving of the sun.
It can affect anything, bro. Like, it's going to affect his children that he create with them. Because if you look at, I'm gonna give you an example. There's no disrespect to, it's people that's mixing things of that nature. But we have to get to the truth. Exactly. Exactly. So, you could look at Lonzo Ball, for example, right? You could look at his father, LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball looks like us. Brown skin, regular dude. Now, if you look at Lonzo Ball's daughter, his daughter looks like a Caucasian woman. Why is that? How is your father that and your daughter looks like a straight Caucasian woman? Because Lonzo Ball's father dated a white woman and created him. Now, he's mixed. Now, once he dates a white woman, he's breeding out his lineage now. Now, there's no more black genes or carbon structures inside that baby.
So let me ask you this: will his ancestral lineage, will they feel a certain way about that? Does that affect his ancestral protection or the future of his ancestors? Because now he's changing the future of his ancestors.
Everything does affect your ancestors, but people need to also understand that everybody is not going to be an ancestor, and that's scary. Now let's talk about that. That's what people don't want to talk about. Everybody's not going to be an ancestor.
Because after you leave this planet, you can go somewhere else.
No, not because of that. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna be very simple. You're gonna be like, damn.
Okay, let's hear it.
You got your friend, right? He's a male.
Yeah.
But he thinks he's a female.
Okay.
He's not going to be an ancestor, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Think about it. He's a male. He thinks he's a female. He doesn't have any intercourse with females.
Oh, so he ain't going to breed off.
Exactly. So how is he going to be an ancestor? You got to breed children to be an ancestor.
So he's done.
Yeah, he's done. Done.
So this is why they push that LGBTQ.
Absolutely. This is why they're pushing that. They're pushing that because you're not going to have any. How are you going to be an ancestor if you don't produce?
Right.
Your ancestors is the people that you descend from.
Your descendants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you have no descendants, then you're not going to be an ancestor.
Right.
And that's the problem that's going on in society
Yeah.
with a lot of our young boys being killed young. So those are a lot of potential lineages that are just not being made. You're dying young. You're not being, you know what I'm saying? Or they're not being made. Our women and stuff are waiting late to have children. They're not being made. Our men are waiting till they older to have children, not being made. So
What's the effects of being late and having children?
Nothing. No. It's no problem with that. The issue comes if you never have them.
If you never have them.
Exactly.
Because you don't have no descendants.
Absolutely.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the issue, that we're here to self-replicate. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
And the people who run the planet know that.
Yeah.
And we, for some reason, don't understand that.
This is why there's a rise of, rappers like, what's his name? The LGBTQ rapper.
Who?
I don't know. I just be seeing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the people is. We have to produce the people that's going to change the world. Instead of complaining about the world, produce the people that's going to change the world. The only way you can produce the people that's going to change the world is if you know the science and art of mating. You have to know how to pick a woman that's worthy of your seed, that's going to give your child good traits along with your good traits to create a god.
Yeah, that's what I was learning that from another teacher. She was telling me that when you choose your woman, you want to make sure it's a woman who is of a powerful bloodline. Because if you are of a powerful bloodline, you don't want to mate with someone with a lower bloodline. So two powerful bloodlines come together, just imagine the future.
Absolutely.
And you are also healing generational curses, because did you know that when you when you get a divorce in your life, it actually is it's a copy of a generational curse. You can break a generational curse by staying with the same person your whole life, because that is a generational curse itself. Divorces, your mom was divorced, this and that. Those are generational curses. And when you actually stay with that same partner for your whole life, and you married, and Brother Yosef was talking about this too, shout out to Brother Yosef, but he's married with his wife. He's been married for like 30 whatever, long time. That he's healing a generational curse. And I'm like, dang, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, healing a generational curse is basically living the best life, like staying married, staying with the same person.
Absolutely.
Generational wise, financially, spiritually, mentally, romantically. And
Absolutely.
I'm like,
Yep. And that all starts with who we choose to deal with. So that starts with sex, that starts with health, that starts with mental. Put it like this, everyone who has a biological disease has a psychological disease.
it all starts in the mind.
Period.
Yeah.
Everyone who has a biological disease has a psychological disease. Everyone. So something you did to breach natural law is what got you sick. The key to healing any disease is to follow natural law. It's that simple.
Nature. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about it. Let's talk about getting back to nature. Let's talk about it.
Nature is the natural way of the existence of everything.
The natural order.
Nature is not a tree. Nature is not the grass. Nature is the intelligence that created the tree and the grass. Because you can burn the grass, you can burn a forest, but you can never destroy nature. Nature is going to reassemble and recreate those trees in a couple years, and it's going to be trees back up again. That's nature.
Yeah, you intelligent, man. So you're saying nature is the intelligence that creates the trees.
Absolutely.
It's not the trees.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's nature.
Yeah, you from like 2029.
and let's talk about that. We're gonna get back to that, but let's talk about that too.
Right,
let's talk about time traveling.
Yeah.
Okay? Time traveling just mean that what you just said. You just said I'm from 2020, whatever year you said,
2029.
2029, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's called time traveling.
Yeah.
Time traveling is when it's information that exists now, but our people just don't know about it. So right now, in the Black America, people think that Black people don't own nothing. Black people don't have their own government. Black people are not creating their own laws, right? Black people are just slaves to the system. But in real time, I just told you that I'm a part of an all-black government, and we have our own jurisdiction, and we create our own laws, and we're tax exempt. Most people don't even know that exists. That's called time traveling. I have access to a dimension that most people don't even know exists. It's called the time warp. Our people are in a time warp right now. That's time traveling. Me and you can be in the same room in 2 different dimensions. That's time traveling.
That's time traveling. So
Bro.
it is very real.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, nature is the intelligent design. That you can never destroy nature's elements, carbon, hydrogen. You can't destroy those. You can't destroy those. You can burn a tree. You cannot destroy nature.
So let's talk about the sun. Let's talk about it. So the sun, and nature is not the sun, it's the intelligence that makes the sun.
Absolutely. The sun is basically, you familiar with polygamy?
Yes.
Okay. The sun is basically polygamous because he has 9 planets that all have his attention. I mean, he has all their attention.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. And they all orbit the sun.
Absolutely.
So they are loyal to him.
Absolutely,
Oh,
right?
man.
Right?
Yeah.
But not only that, the earth is terrestrial, which is feminine. Mother Earth. Terrestrial. The sun is celestial, which is masculine. Come on. Come on. So the planets are feminine. The sun is masculine.
Right.
So when you have intercourse with a woman and you produce a boy child, what do you call him?
The sun. Yeah. Hey, how do people not get that though? Yeah, you are a time traveler, man. I'm gonna start calling you. I'm gonna put that in the title, time traveling.
Yo, bro, you feel me? So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
once we start to have these type of conversations, these are the type of conversations that's gonna shift the culture. Because now it's not gonna be us begging the government for anything no more. When you come across me, I'm gonna be like, no, bro, just do this, that, and the third, and you're free.
Yeah, you're free. It's simple like that.
Like, go free yourself from the system, bro. You ain't gotta ask them for nothing. Go free yourself from the system, bro. You ain't gotta pay taxes. You complain about paying, you don't gotta pay taxes, bro.
All right, man. It was a pleasure to have you on here.
Yo, it was definitely a pleasure, my brother.
Yes,
For real,
yes.
for real. Like,
we're gonna have a part 2 coming soon, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Preferably on the website. We're gonna plan out everything and have
Absolutely.
valuable information, some of the best information you guys can. This is knowledge, Age of Aquarius. It's that time to think about logic, think about what's the truth, go down that rabbit hole. Not about the belief systems, but about the truth, about what you see with your 2 eyes, about what you can realistically change, what you can realistically do. But
absolutely,
great
yeah.
brother, Brickz.
Absolutely. And yeah, we're gonna be going over how to become tax exempt. We're gonna be going over how to heal every disease. All of these things that a lot of people may feel is just a figment of imagination. We're gonna be manifesting them in real time. So definitely tap into part 2 because we're gonna give all the sauce. We're giving all the sauce, bro.
Yes, all the sauce.
Everything. If you have a question about part 1, we're gonna answer it in part 2, for sure.
If you guys are interested, we are now dropping B5 Alkaline pre-workout. All right, this is alkaline, vegan pre-workout. All right, so this is what I use to gain my muscle. I use this before I work out, and I've been using it for about a month, and it's been giving me much more energy to box, lift weights, everything like that. So check it out. It won't be too much on the website. B5 Alkaline is gonna sell really, really fast. All right, alkaline pre-workout. You're gonna need this if you are someone who wants to substitute coffee, anything to give yourself energy, because a lot of people who are vegan do suffer energy losses and energy levels. All right, so we'll see you guys. We'll be
Absolutely.
back. Peace
And,
out.
hold on. And one more thing. You could check out aboriginalgroupeconomics.com if you want any information on tax exempt before we actually do the part 2 as well. So check out aboriginalgroupeconomics.com. It's a monthly subscription, and we're gonna be teaching you everything from an economic standpoint to free yourself from the system, from getting rid of student loans and everything under the sun.
Yes.